So, very excited and lucky to welcome back recurring guest and metalhead Andy Webb. Now, Andy is a neurocritical care clinical pharmacy specialist from Mass General Hospital in Boston, Massachusetts. And one of my favorite awards to give away is the People's Choice Award, right? The podcast guest of the year, because essentially the listeners are voting twice. Because the three award nominees, they're all podcast guests on the three most downloaded episodes of the past year, right? So the first vote is what's happening with the listening. So then out of there, the votes are in. And one winner clearly stood above the rest and was voted on by the people as the people's choice. Featured on a two-part episode detailing blood pressure control in neurologic emergencies, even since voting on the most recent episode recapping the NCS annual meeting. This award winner is talented and intelligent while also being able to combine a sense of humor and perspective, giving practical advice regarding critical care and its pharmacotherapy. The 2024 People's Choice Award podcast guest of the year goes to none other than Andy Webb. Woo! All right. First things first, because I went above you to try to surprise you. What was your level of surprise, 1 to 10?
I was genuinely thrown off guard. There's probably like a nine. I mean, Russ Roberts, he always got something up his sleeve. But our little impromptu staff meeting, I was not expecting it to be anything other than information about the fluid shortage or the fact that we're adding angiotensin to formulary. It was a genuine shock. So you really got me.
The best part is because I joined a little late. Man, he was running that meeting like it actually was just about that. Like,
I was none the wiser. I mean, I think we were all, I mean, at least I don't know who else knew, but I was convinced. I mean, he did text me beforehand to confirm I was going to show up. So that was a little odd, but I mean,
yeah.
that's not out of the realm of Russ just checking in on his employees.
Well, everyone knows two requirements. So, one, acceptance speech. So, the floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, Nick, I mean, once again, thank you so much for, first of all, having me on the podcast at all. It's always a pleasure talking to you and being able to discuss the things that I'm most passionate about in my career and taking care of my patients. And it's just such an honor to be able to share knowledge with the kind of critical care pharmacy community. I think I can't thank my colleagues, my mentors, the people who trained me enough for me to even be in the position that I am today. So all of the incredible people from where I went to pharmacy school and my rotations, where I did residency, and then here currently at MGH, who kind of helped me become the pharmacist that I am today. I could not have done it without them, and the fact that I'm able to kind of honor the knowledge that they bestowed upon me by sharing it with all of your listeners, and clearly that being appreciated by your listeners, really, really does mean a lot to me. And so I hope to continue to be a guest on the pod and continue to talk all things neuro with you. And if we can continue to do that, I hope people continue to listen.
100%, always open invite. Now I got to ask, so trophy made it safely. The belt is in your possession.
Trophies in my hands. I
Let's
got it.
go. Yes. All right. So let us in. What kind of ideas are going through your mind of MGH in Boston where you're gonna be pictured with that thing?
Oh, I know. I mean, I probably have to wear it on rounds, right? I gotta make sure everybody knows the distinction that I have been bestowed. So I mean that's a natural one. I mean, I've got to bring. I think our clinical director wants me to bring it to our entire division staff meeting. So I guess that's in the cards at some point too.
I can just see your face. You're like, if you really want me to, I will.
Yeah, it's like here I am presenting on mannitol shortage once again, and also here is my WWE belt.
So the other thing for the podcast listeners, I bet less than 5% of people, probably even less than that, knew you are a metalhead into heavy metal music. Is
True.
so take a peek. Is Pantera your favorite metal band or just one of the favorites?
I think Pantera is one of the favorites. I do appreciate Pantera, and I mean Pantera influenced so many of my favorite bands. I think I listen to a lot of different kinds of music, but of the metal that I do listen to are like Meshuggah, Dream Theater, like Animals as Leaders, Tesseract. I listen to a lot of progressive metal, and in that vein, kind of progressive death metal, which looking at me and knowing everything about me, most people are surprised to hear that you will find me in the mosh pit at the local metal club here in Boston. Have been punched in the face in a mosh pit before. It's quite the experience.
If there are any listeners in Boston, if they we could ever find a picture of that,
Find me
that
at Paradise Rock Club. I'm
framed,
there. I'm
you
there every
would.
couple weeks.
um, but in all seriousness, no, all the thanks to you. You're one of the best. Thanks for coming on. Always
Thanks so
like
much.
collaborating. And congrats, so well deserved. I'm glad the belt is in Boston. It's been tough. Boston's only had one title in the last what year, so you needed another
No,
really
I mean
to
we're buffing our
quell
stats.
that
I think it's
thirst.
good.
All right, thanks again.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Nick.